Russian President Vladimir Putin pledged to take decisive actions Saturday to halt what he described as a treasonous, armed rebellion by the head of the Wagner mercenary group, a scenario that represents a major security threat to Putin's rule. Putin made the comments in a televised address after Yevgeny Prigozhin vowed to go all the way to Moscow to topple Russia's military leadership. The Wagner Group is a private military army that's been fighting alongside Russia's regular army in Ukraine, but tensions over how the war has been fought have been building for months. It's not clear if Prigozhin is trying to stage a wider coup or just force a change at the top of Russia's military. He's also earned a reputation for disinformation, which he's used for years on and off the battlefield. We still don't know what mechanisms may arise, but the writing is on the wall. Going after Prigozhin is a finger in the dike. The bigger picture is the end of Putinism, said Kurt Volker, a former U.S. Special Envoy to Ukraine. More Wagner mercenary group boss threatens to pull paramilitary troops from Bakhmut. On Friday, Prigozhin accused Moscow of launching a deadly military strike on his troops. He did not provide evidence. Prigozhin claimed Saturday his forces had crossed into Russia from Ukraine and reached Rostov-on-Don, home to Russia's military headquarters for the southern region that oversees the fighting in Ukraine. Prigozhin claimed his forces had military facilities in the city under their control, including the airfield. Videos posted on social media showed military vehicles, including tanks, on the streets, though the atmosphere appears relatively calm. Putin has appeared to acknowledge that Russia's military has lost control of Rostov-on-Don, and there are indications Wagner fighters have moved north to Voronezh, about 320 miles from Moscow. In his address, which lasted about 5 minutes, Putin described the apparent mutiny as the stab in the back of our country and our people. He vowed to punish those responsible. He did not mention Prigozhin by name. Russia's leaders said Prigozhin's actions were a criminal adventure and a grave crime. In a Telegram post, he described his group's actions as a march for justice. He said Putin's comments about a betrayal were deeply mistaken. We are patriots of our homeland. Ukrainian officials declined to comment directly on whether Prigozhin was leading an insurrection against Putin. However, Kirill Budanov, Ukraine's top military intelligence official, told Ukrainian TV on Saturday that the conflict between Russia's military leadership and Prigozhin is a frontal clash of lies and truth. Budanov said that since Russia's invasion of Ukraine, Prigozhin, whether you like him or not, has been largely accurately pointing to miscalculations, poor equipment, lack of training, low morale, and other problems faced by Russia's regular army, while Russia's defense ministry tells mainly lies. In an intelligence update, Britain's defense ministry described the apparent rebellion as the most significant challenge to the Russian state in recent times. Though it also noted in a separate update that there was limited evidence of fighting between Wagner and Russian security forces. Over the coming hours, the loyalty of Russia's security forces, and especially the Russian National Guard, will be key to how the crisis plays out, it said. Adam Hodge, a spokesperson for the U.S. National Security Council, said President Joe Biden has been briefed. We are monitoring the situation and are consulting with allies and partners on these developments. Prigozhin's death would leave his force of tens of thousands armed men, many conscripted convicts, without a leader. The Russian military leadership has been unable to properly lead and care for its own troops during its 16-month-long invasion of Ukraine, the official said. That makes it unclear how, or even if, Russia could absorb as many as 25,000 Wagner mercenaries. For the moment, having those mercenaries fighting inside Russia relieves some pressure on Ukraine, the official said. Russia has relied on Wagner forces to do much of its heavy fighting, particularly over the winter and spring near the besieged city of Bakhmut in Ukraine's east.